Yo, what's up, guys? Joke here, bringing you another video for the 3.19 Kalandra League. I appreciate everyone who liked, commented, and subscribed on the last video, but this is a follow-up just because people are making more serious videos. I made that video as more of a meme, and apparently some people don't know how to read the room. So this is going to be a more serious video, right? On what's going on, why I feel Path of Exile is in the state it is, and honestly, why it's not going to change. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, serious time. So, this is the post that everyone's upset with. That's essentially them tripling down on the drop changes and giving us kind of like a spec. And some people are really out of touch because they're essentially like, this is equivalent to them burning down your house and building your garage. And I mean, if you've ever had your house burned down and you read that, it's a pretty fucked up statement. And it's just not really equivalent, right? So let me give you a better example. Snap went on record, who is a magic finder in Impy's group, and essentially said the loot was dropped by about 80-90%. So these 33, 25, and then unnamed modifiers are going to be increases towards that base remaining 10% that we have. So as an example, Jimmy has 10 apples. Billy comes and kicks him in the balls and takes 8. After a couple of days, Billy comes back and offers to give Jimmy 2 apples back, potentially more in the future. What should Jimmy do? Cry and whine like a bitch? Do something constructive with the 4 apples? Or go start collecting oranges? Essentially, this is just a metaphor of the situation of they took away most of our shit. They're giving us back a little bit, potentially more in the future. Should we cry and whine? Should we do something constructive? Or should we just go play other games? I mean, there are other ARPGs, there are other games, and if you feel like Path of Exile is no longer the best one, then don't play it. All right, next thing that I wanted to go ahead and address is essentially incremental buffs, right? They're not going to be able to give us, like, even though they did nerf it all at once, they're not going to be able to give a 10,000, 20,000% buff because the way the loot was out of their vision. So they're not going to make it back. They're going to, if anything, bring it closer to what it was, but they're probably not going to give the same exact thing back. And that's why with these little W's, where they're giving some of it back, that's why I was mentioning that we do have to appreciate the small things that they're working with us, because honestly, they could say fuck you and not buff it at all. They could hard double down and just essentially say, no, this is our vision for our game. It's our game. If you don't like it, play another game. Other gaming developers have done that. Okay? Originally, Chris's vision was to only get 10,000 active players. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, 83,000 active players. Yeah, you can say that that's a large drop. And then there's 40,000 people watching. So that makes me feel like there is about 83,000 active players. And let me explain why there's not going to be a change. For changes, there has to be a couple of things. There has to be unity and decisive action taken. This is why in like protests, marches, all of these types of things that they do go ahead and there is a unity for a goal. One, the Path of Exile community is never going to be able to accomplish that. We're too divided. Two, even if we did, it's still a game developer. It's not like a major life issue. It's we have the option to go play other games. If this is how they want to make their game, it's their game. Chris has 10 times the active players that he originally envisioned. He has a sequel to his game coming out, and he has a huge payout from Tencent. Why is he going to complain about 70,000 people when there's potentially 100,000 plus, because this isn't accounting for the people that play on standalone, 100,000 plus that are still playing and just fucking sucking it up? That's one of the reasons why I feel like nothing is going to actively change. Yeah, I did mention do not play if you don't like it. I'll test the loot drops for you, and I'll tell you if it feels like shit. Because my original video where I said this is not okay, it needs to be buffed, does still stand. But you have to understand, they have to buff things incrementally to prevent doing mid-league nerfs. And apart from that, if there's still 100,000 people playing, why do they care? 100,000 people is a fucking lot. And until we get the numbers pulled back to around here, they're not going to give it any real concern or thought. They'll throw like breadcrumbs continuously to shut us up like we're a bunch of ducks. But that's pretty much it, especially since this is more in line with their original vision. It's more of a you can play or you can go fuck yourself. Like, there's no in between. So, honestly, until we see numbers drop drastically, then we're not going to see any change. We would have to unite. We would have to stand together as a community, which we're not able to do because we all want different things. So that's pretty much it. You can be Jimmy and you can cry and whine. You can do something constructive, or you can go start collecting oranges. Like I said, season 27 of D3 starts on Friday. So I believe it starts on Friday, the 26th. Well, actually, no. Yeah, Friday. So you can go ahead and go play D3 for a while. Just take this season off. Or you can go play Last Epoch. They're going to have a bunch of updates. In my opinion, they're doing everything right with communication and everything. If you remember like the golden days of GGG where it was super like community oriented and they take the feedback directly to heart and like communicate really well, that's my opinion of Last Epoch right now. They're doing a lot of good. As of right now, since the game is so new, they pretty much just have a little bit of end game and then the campaign, plus the classes. They don't have super much besides that, but it's still a really good game. I have, how many hours do I have in Last Epoch? Give me one moment. I've recently had to uninstall a lot of things because I suck at controlling my utilization. I'm just waiting for the updates. Once it goes multiplayer, I'm probably going to put like another 200 hours in. But yeah, I have 145 hours in Last Epoch right now. And it's a really good game. I keep following it and I keep promoting it every time it's on sale just because it is a good game. So I'm looking forward to it. But apart from that, do I think we're going to see changes? Probably. We'll probably see a couple more 30-20% buffs. I'm going to go ahead and test them out, see how they feel. But is it going to be walked back all the way until like 3.16? No, yeah. 3.16 was good for loot. 3.16 or not? No, it's not, probably. And until we can make a drastic, united stand, it's not going to change. You don't have to log in, but over 100,000 other people are, so you can either deal with it, you can cry about it, or you can go play other games. I hate to put it that way, but those are your three options. All right, but that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content, and until next time, take care.